Howdy, and welcome back here as we are in the JCB, and we did just park that slurry tanker. And yes, we did get all of the poo out on the field. It was an ordeal, I ain't gonna lie, it was an ordeal. Yeah, the workers just, yeah, there's a reason I am now remembering why I stopped using base game workers and only use courseplay. Yeah. I really hope in FS25, well, from what I've seen, the workers are hugely improved. I mean, it looks amazing. Can't wait for it. I'm so excited about it. But for right now, let's focus on this. So, one of the things I want to do here is, well, the problem with the courseplay was the field down here right in front of us, a little section there. It's too narrow for a lot of our larger equipment to allow courseplay to create a course. So as part of that, I want to cultivate up the divider here between the two fields. So we'll cultivate everything up, make it one gigantic field, and then we're going to split it in two. And my plan is I'm going to have a back half and a front half. The front half will be our cornfield, you know, kind of what we did here with the field on the right. It's been our cornfield this entire time. And the back half will be another crop. And I'm kind of thinking, I want to do peas because I haven't done peas yet, and it'd be kind of cool to get all of the crops from this map in this series. And then yeah, I'm just kind of realizing I haven't done peas yet. I don't know how that happened. So that is the plan here. So let me get this all cultivated up here, get it all divided, and then we'll come back and do some splitting it up again here. But while I'm doing all that, let's go ahead and roll the intro. In the beautiful Missouri countryside lies a little town called Alma. Join me in this series as we make $5 million and build the ultimate farm.
We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Saturday night.
So we got it all plowed up, and then I put in the new divider here. And I also did kind of expand this out here because the second field now starts way down here. So I'm gonna need to put in a path, which is kind of the reason I kind of expanded out around the pond here. And then this little divider here, I'm just gonna fill this in with grass, but the path from the farm will come all the way down here to where this is where the second field starts. So let me just finish putting in the grass here, this divider, and then we will be all done. So we got all the landscaping done and the two fields are ready to go now. But we're going to head over here, and don't worry, we don't have to beat the train. We're not going that far down. We're gonna head over here to the BGA, and we're gonna spend a little money. So as you know, we use slurry to fertilize our fields. We also do have manure, but got to thinking about this. The manure and the slurry make a whole lot more money if we process it through the BGA. Now, one of the byproducts of that is digestate, which we could use to fertilize the field, and that is also a byproduct from the fermenter production that makes our silage. However, what I want to do is, instead of using a spreader, slurry spreader for that, I want to put a production in over here that takes the digestate and makes it into fertilizer. So let me just find this production here real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and put that down here, which will allow us to use a normal fertilizer spreader to fertilize our fields going forward. Oh, whoops, went right past it. All right, here it is. So this is the fertilized production. And what this is basically going to do is going to take digestate and make it into the fertilizer that we can use a spreader on the fields. And there's a reason I want to do this, and not just because it will actually help us make more money in the long run, But also there is a really awesome fertilizer spreader that I want to show you, and I'm really excited about it. It's amazing, it's awesome, and of course, you know, it's from Mark Thor, so of course it's awesome. But let me get this put down here, and then we're going to do a little bit more building as well on top of this. All right, we got it down here. So let's just hop into the menu here and just kind of see what is needed. So this is the one I'm after here, solid fertilizer. So basically we're going to take digestate, it basically dries it, makes it into solid fertilizer. It takes 30,000 digestate to make 10,000 solid fertilizer. So I want to do is I want to have these distribute. We're not getting a whole lot from there because we just came off the winter months in the fermenting silo, but we're getting ready to head into spring and we're about ready to turn that thing up to a lot. So we have 334,000 here sitting in the BGA, so we're going to distribute that over. So yeah, we're about ready to have a bunch of solid fertilizer, which is good because we need a bunch. So that's awesome. Now the one problem here is like this is way over here. We don't have to come over here every time, so we're gonna do some more building, which is why I put that to distributing. So we're gonna head over to the main farm because there are a couple of things I want to put in over there. All right, so the first thing I want to do is right about here, we're gonna put in a little drying silo to kind of, well, basically if our crops have too much moisture, this will dry them out so that we get our best price at market. And this is part of the advanced add-on mod, which is a awesome mod, by the way. And basically one of the things it does do is it adds crop moisture to the equation as far as when we go to sell our crops at market. So what I want to do is put this down here. So basically if the moisture counts too high, we can take it over here, turn it on, and it will dry those and get the moisture down to the right levels so that we get the max price at market. So let me just finish up doing some landscaping here, and so that way it looks like it all fits in here better. All right, that is all done. So the other thing I want to do is a distributing silo, which I don't use these a lot, but they are a really awesome feature. Although I do use the ones they have actually all the time for the animal pens, but they also have these ones here, which basically can distribute all of the pretty much base game stuff. It does not distribute most of your modded productions and stuff like that, but everything base game it will distribute, including fertilizer and all the stuff. So I think right about here is a good spot for that. And basically actually the only reason I'm going to be using this for is primarily for the fertilizer, so that we don't have to drive over to the BGA to get our fertilizer load. We can just come over here. And let me get this all smoothed out and landscaped here, and then we will be ready to go. All right, so we got our new production here, and it is up and running, producing fertilizer, and that will distribute over to the distributing silo over on the main farm. In addition to that, we also have that dryer silo as well for any of our crops, you know, if the moisture is too high. Let's head back over to the house, and then we're going to move on to the month of April because we're pretty much all, well, we actually are all done with March. And it is now April, early morning here on April, beautiful morning. And we are back over here at the farm. So let me just pull up here, park, and then I'm going to go check out our new silo distributor, as well as, well, we're going to have to move some crops over to the dryer. Oh man, I love this map. It is so scenic. But let's check this out here. So we should have some fertilizer, and we do. We have 25,000 liters, which is a good start. And so that production, the fertilizer, I chose that one just because there are ones that produce it really, really fast and at a very high rate and produce a lot. This one, it's kind of a one for, you put in 3 digestate, you get 1 fertilizer, and it is not quick. Let me just check here. So the soybeans are 20% moisture. So is the wheat. I'm not worried about the wheat because the wheat's for the chicken, but the soybeans, we do want to sell those. So we want to maximize the profit on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in the semi here real quick, get the soybeans loaded into our trailer, take them over to the dryer, and then turn that on so it can start drying those soybeans out. All right, got our 44,000 liters of soybeans loaded in here, and see if we can do this without running into it. That would be ideal. And oh, whoops. I pushed the wrong button and didn't stop. So it's yeah, back it up here. So yeah, I pressed the gas instead of the brake. All right, so I have to stand right here, push the button. You can hear it churning on now. It's humming. So this is a slow process. It does not just like instantly dry those. It's going to take time. It's going to gradually bring that moisture percentage down, so that way we can get our optimal price when it comes time to sell it in a couple of months. But let's head back over here. We're going to grab the tractor and our current fertilizer spreader, and we're going to head into town and sell it because there's a new tool I want to get and I'm excited about. We are here in town and we have our fertilizer spreader, and I went ahead and kept the fertilizer in it because we're going to load it into a new one. And there is nothing wrong with this fertilizer spreader. It's actually pretty awesome. I like it. But there is a new one we're going to pick up here, and it is amazing. Whoops, I dropped the weight and not that. There we go. All right, so let's get this sold and get our new one. All right, this is the one we're going to get. It is the Mark Thor Lime Fert and herbicide spreader. Yes, you read that right, herbicide spreader. And you're probably also noticing over here on the left side, 60 meters. And it's $17,000 and has a 40,000 liter capacity. Yes, this thing is amazing. So yeah, we can spread our lime, we can spread fertilizer, and yes, we can even do herbicide up to 60 meters. And it has a 40,000 liter capacity. I mean, come on. How awesome is that? So is it cheaty? Yes, it is. It is so, but to be totally honest, this is it. This is the spreader to get in Farm Sim 22. There are some pretty awesome ones here. You know, there's the one from A2 Studios and a few other ones that do some really awesome things. This one here, yeah, this is the home run. This is the one to get. And yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Arriving back here at the farm with our new fertilizer spreader. And I just have to point out, so that the old one holds 3,200 liters, very standard. And that's like basically empty on this one. That's just so awesome. All right, let's go ahead and top it off here from our distributing silo. We're gonna grab everything that's been produced, which I don't know if this is gonna fill it up or not. We'll see. All right, I think we're getting pretty close here. Oh, there it is. All right, yeah. I was thinking we had like just under 30,000 liters, so yeah, we still have room for almost 10,000 liters of fertilizer. Which I think I'm gonna go ahead and top this off here with the fuel though before we head over and buy the rest of the fertilizer, because we have a lot of fertilizing work to do here. We have the big fields that need to be fertilized, especially the area where I put one goat down. Yeah, there's that whole thing. We won't talk about that. Alrighty, so this is why this is such an amazing fertilizer spreader. Yeah, we are fertilizing a lot of land here, and we're doing a ton of land all at once, and that is absolutely amazing. And yes, I could be a lot further away here, but I'm kind of actually just going a straight line so that I can just do up and downs, make it a little bit easier for myself here. Just do a straight line here, right around 90. But yeah, this is so awesome. I love the amazing working width of this thing. It's just crazy. All right, so both fields are fertilized and ready to go. So we're gonna head over here to the soybean because it needs its first layer of fertilizer as well. And this will be a walk in the park here for this. I mean, and this thing just, yeah, ate up those big fields really well. This little small field here, it's not lined up in a straight line. There we go. I'm gonna get my GPS locked in. But yeah, this little small soybean field, yeah, it's a walk in the park for this thing. All right, all done with the fertilizer spreader. And I actually just had a lot of fun with that thing. We're hooked up to the planter here real quick, and I need to switch over. Let's see here, where are they? I know there's peas, I'm pretty sure. All right, there we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out to the far field. So we can make this churn. We're gonna head way out here to the far field, and we're gonna plant that with peas. And actually, speaking of far field, let's head over here and have the truck duo follow me, because I'm gonna have a worker actually do the planting for us, because we also need to spray the potatoes with herbicide, because there is a lot of weeds popping up over there. So let's pull back up here behind the Massey, and I'm gonna set this up on a follow me. Then we're gonna head out to the far field and the backfield, I guess. Yeah, we'll call it the backfield, and we're gonna get our peas planted. And here we are. So Courseplay had no issues with the new field configuration, which is awesome. Let me just get lined up here with our starting point here. All right, there we go. First waypoint, and go. All right. So we are getting, well, I missed a little bit there. I might clear out that corner, but whatever. We're getting, I'll smooth this out later. But we're getting the peas into the ground here. So let me head back over to the truck, and we're going to head back to the farmyard, grab the big sprayer, and we're going to head over to the potato field to spray that down with herbicide so we can kill all the weeds. And we are back over here in the sprayer, and oh my goodness, I love this thing. I love big equipment. I don't know what it is. It's just so awesome, so cool. You know, and unlike our spreader, which I love that spreader, it's amazing. 60-meter spreader, that's just so awesome. This is actually pretty darn huge as well. And however, unlike the spreader, this is actually very realistic. This is actually one of the DLC. I think this is from the premium, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from the premium one. But yeah, this is an awesome sprayer. I absolutely love it. It's probably one of my favorite sprayers, actually. Actually, it is my favorite sprayer. But I'm going to continue on with the potato fields, getting this all the weeds killed, which will be pretty much just me heading down here and turning around, going back. But if you want to keep watching more farming sim content, I am going to have a link for our, well, actually the Cattle Baron playlist, because starting next week, we are bringing that series back here. So it has been a while. But we're gonna bring the series back here next week. So if you have not watched it or want to catch up, there'll be a playlist over here on the right side to go check it out. And I hope to see you there, and hope you have a wonderful day.